Hi guys, I pray that this message finds you well. So today I want to talk to you guys about something that maybe you guys can relate to me on, and that's sometimes I have a tendency to doubt. And recently, like I can ask somebody to do something, but I really don't expect for them to come through on it. Or I meet somebody new, and I really don't expect for them to be a decent human being. I'm just there for the chicken. I'm just here for the free chicken. That's all. That's all. So I just doubt. And recently, I realized that sometimes I even doubt God as well. And it was brought to the forefront recently. I have been praying for God to reveal something to me. And so when I believed that I had gotten my word from the Lord, I was like, Jesus, I won't believe this. I came up with all these reasons in my mind why what God had told me wasn't true. And so I was like, God, I need confirmation. So it just went on for like 12 days where I was like, every day I would get up and I would pray the same prayer, and I would say, God, tell me again and give me a different confirmation. Taking God through like an obstacle course of like me thinking that he had to prove what he had told me to be true because I doubted it. And so at one point God said, fear and faith can't abide in the same place. And then he said, if you trust me, then why does it matter? And I said, what, God? Because I'm nosy. That's why I'm mad. I want to know. He said, but if you trust me, then why does it matter? And it was at that moment that I realized that, like with everybody else in my life, I had trusted God to an extent. Like I trusted him to wake me up in the morning. And I trusted him to provide that I would have food to eat for the day. But I didn't trust him to do what seemed to me to be the impossible. I didn't trust him to turn things completely around and do things over and over again. I really didn't trust him. And so God said, fear and faith can't abide in the same place. And then he took me to Proverbs 3:5, where it says, trust the Lord with all of your heart and lean not into your own understanding. And so I realized that I was leaning onto my own understanding. When we think about God, we think about things that, for me, I think about things that are just impossible. Like if you really think about how God operates, he always does the impossible. Like just think about it. Moses made it all the way down a good old, pond or river without getting eaten by a crocodile. Like in real human minds, that doesn't make any sense. And then parted the Red Sea. Like how do you part a Red Sea? Like, Jesus, I need you to part a Red Sea. So things that pertain to Jesus, it does not make sense. And God said to me, he said, Nina, I don't want for you all to be confused. I don't dwell in confusion. I dwell in peace. So when you ask me, I'm going to give you the answer. But what I want for you to do, what I require of you, is for you to trust me 110%. And I said, okay. And what I also realized is that not only does God want for us to trust him, but he wants to be able to trust us. He wants to be able to trust us when he says that something is going to come to fruition, or when he gives us a dream or a vision, that we will carry it out. That we won't say the next time, after he's told us it's going to happen, we won't be with our friend, well, the Lord told me, but honey, I believe it when I see it. No, he wants us to trust us just then. And he wants to be able to trust us with the vision and the dreams that he's given us. So today, I just want to encourage you guys that if you're like me, and every once in a while that petty Betty, or that person who just doesn't want to trust, or the accuser of the brother who tells you that you're not capable of this, all the doubts and the fears and the logic try to creep in, that's nothing but the devil. So I just want to encourage you guys to trust God. And I know that it sounds so easy, it sounds so simple, but the truth of the matter is that we're only human. There's only one perfect person, and that was Jesus, who walked the face of the earth, and there'll never be another one of him. So when you feel like you're doubting, be honest with God and say, God, I'm having a hard time believing this. Can you help me? And God will build up your strength. He'll build up your trust. Because he doesn't operate in confusion. But all he requires is that we trust him. So this is my prayer for you, that you'll be able to trust God all the more. And he wants to prove himself to you. He wants to show you that he's worthy of your trust. You know, it says he's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. If he did it before, he can do it again. So just trust him. You can do it. I'm rooting for you. He loves you so much. Bye.